Watercolor Wednesday, commence. I'm Priscilla, and Morton is going to be reading as well. Yes, honey? Morton's going to be reading, and we're going to be painting. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to be painting. What do I have here? Oh, I have a painting that I did here a couple weeks ago. I want to paint something. Last week I painted into sixes and I gave paintings away. I actually gave 7 paintings away because there were 2 Pams on, and I said Pam had won, and both Pams contacted me. So they both got a painting. And tonight I think I'm going to paint something that if I like it, I'm going to put it in the Printify store, I think. But let's get going. So that we've been talking a lot about watercolor lessons and basics, and Morton's here. Everybody say hi to Morton. And everybody, quick, give me a little check-in. Tell me you unfollowed and followed back, and you got a notification. I just saw that you followed again, Paula. Am I following you? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, my TikTok has been so weird, beyond weird. But I want to do something tonight. I was going to paint flowers with you, but then I thought, 'tis the season for autumn. You got a notification. Great. Did you get a notification? Are you following? And did you get one? I hope so. I'm going to use 9x12 paper just because it's bigger, more room to work on. And let's turn this on too. I want you to be able to see really, really clear. Hey, Pam.
See if you pop it down to 8.5 11, you can cut it to go in the scanner. If you crop it so as you can cut it to 8.5.
Oh, I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go out to the edge. I'm just going to do a little. You're going to see. I'm going to do a
For
little
anybody
vignette.
that has a scanner, that's the only problem. The 9x12 doesn't go in it.
Honey, Paula says, hey.
Hi there.
Okay. So I'm thinking, I have an idea in my mind. We painted last week from things from in my mind, and an apple and an onion that were sitting here. Tonight, I'm going to do a little bit different. But I'm going to use this leftover tape from last week because I want to put, I want to make some mask on here. I'm going to take all the way down. We're going to mask off some sections that stay white. We're going to turn these into birch trees. Birch trees are my absolutely, positively, and Misery begot her message too. Yay.
That's funny because Sweet Tea says they didn't get a notification, but Miss Reba's saying that they did.
Super annoying. We're going to mask off. You can do this with tape. You can do this with fluid. And I'm going to show you how to make super easy birch trees. And this painting is going to be one that you're going to want to do. Hopefully you're painting along with me. Who's painting along with me? These are leftovers from last week. I want to have some that go the whole way up. And I'm putting them all around every sort of which way. Every sort of which way. Anybody painting along? And look, these little guys here, they're going to become little branches.
Nobody's saying if they're painting or
not yet. So I want to do some of these thicker. So if you want to do it thicker, just however thick you want to do it. I'm going to make it a bit thicker towards the bottom. See how I kind of pulled it out from the bottom here? So this bit will be a bit thicker.
All
So-
that on is diamond painting dessert.
Yes, diamond painting counts. There you go. And we're gonna make a lot of little branches coming up and off of here. These kind of paintings are super gratifying. I'm gonna take this one the whole way up and off the page. Oh, Martin liked the live. Thank you, Martin. Martin's here to read comments, ask anything you like. I'm gonna make this birch tree is gonna have a weird little.
Chris is attempting felting this evening.
Oh,
Hannah sent
oh.
Hartley's.
Are you needle felting? Because I might needle felt up in the TV room. I might needle felt tonight too. We're gonna come up here and off.
Have you ever spray painted with this kind of setup, Joan?
Yes, yes.
And thanks for the rose, the hand heart thingies, by the way.
You can make your own watercolor spray paint. Did you know that? You can make your. Let's do that. That's a great question. Let's do that with this. I'll show you how we can spray paint with watercolor. Acrylic is more opaque, but you can definitely
Miss
spray paint
Reba's
with.
needing to find the busy things. She's going to be quitting smoking.
Yay! I'm so happy for you. I quit eating a lot of food. Ms. Reba, we could get together and commiserate.
Cass bought a pine tree kit. It's their first time.
Oh, that'll be fun. That kind of looks like a claw. Sometimes I don't like it like that, but I have these are my leftovers from last week. These are my leftovers. So some I went thicker, some I went thinner, and we're gonna put some far away way too. Little, I love birch trees. I was trying to talk Morton into stopping getting a birch one the other day, wasn't I, honey? Mm. There was one by the road, and I'm like, look, a birch tree. And Morton said, it's rotted.
Miss Reba says he's been smoking 60 years. They're scared for stopping.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be good.
You will be fine. Okay, I'm going to tear and make some scraggly branches down here of little skinny ones coming up and off of this. Some little skinny trees down here. Yes, definitely keep us posted. And Paula Ann's right. We all have faith in you. You got this. You got this. I gotta tell you, it is gloomy here. It's been gloomy all day. Morton and I had a nice little chitty chat with Maggie. Maggie was working on one of her Etsy commissions. One of you lovelies had sent Maggie a picture to work on, and she was working on that. And we had a nice little chat. I'm just gonna stick a couple of these down. Need a support group, yep. We're here for you. We are here for you.
See, if you tap with both fingers, you'll not be able to hold a cigarette.
Yeah, hold the phone in one hand, tap with the other, and this is it. I do not want to do a battle. Sorry. What I don't want this to look like when I'm done is just pieces of all the same width and straight edges. So I'm going to get in here and I'm going to tear down some of these edges. This is how I'm going to do this. Tear this. Oh, that's a good one.
I reckon you
No.
have to be on all the time now.
I'm going to come over here. I'm going to just do this so we get this lovely organic edge up here. See that? We got a lovely organic edge up there. And this straight edge here, we'll take it We'll put it on the side of this one. So we have a nice little organic edge overlapped. I'm super excited. Next Wednesday, Lancaster, Ohio, at the Ohio Glass Museum. My cousin, my aunt, and me are going to be there visiting, and I would love to meet up with you after. Okay, let's put this one.
Paula Ann's working on a gorgeous fall pick with pumpkins and a cornucopia and bird fall
Oh,
vibes.
nice. Very nice. This one's not too sticky, so it may or may not hang around. May or may not work. You want it to have stick on the back. I'm going to tear this down again, because see, when we tear down the edge, we get an organic shape and then straight on one side. So the straight on one side.
Roses from Stoutsville, close to Lancaster.
Ooh, in Ohio, please come out, say hello. I would love to meet you.
Oh, thanks, Camille.
Hey, Camille. Thank you. I have never been to the Lancaster Glass Museum, but I really have always wanted to go.
Victoria's asking, do you have mystery bundles? Is that the...
Yes, the supplies surprise. Yes, they're on the website. And you have been making videos about opening them, and I love them. I can't wait till you start tagging me in the stuff you're making.
Thanks for following, Victoria.
I'm going to put this down here at the bottom.
Victoria. I maybe got the wrong person.
I'm going to stick that down here at the bottom.
Somebody said something.
So this is a real thick tree. So let's make watercolor spray paint.
Rach says Watercolor Wednesday. Woohoo.
Yep. Okay. So we're using our leftover tape. We've used it. And now I'm going to take this and we're going to make, I got to put a piece down here because this is going to bug me. Down here, this is going to bug me this little bit. That little tail's sticking up here. And that little tail's sticking up over here. I know what I'm like, and I'll take it off during this if I don't do that. I have these extras, so I'm going to stick them on. Tear this in two. We're going to be staying at an old church Monday, Tuesday night. I'm going to do TikToks and lives from there. Morton's going to do lives from here. There. Oh, that's good. We got a nice natural edge there. Let's put a natural edge here, too, on this piece.
Paula Ann's asking, are you putting this on YouTube so I can go back and try?
Yes, I will put this up on YouTube after. I'm going to put this up here. See, so we got a nice little jaggy edge here. Okay, let's make watercolor spray paint.
Somebody's saying don't say that
Oh, yeah. They said the YT word gets you a little notice. Okay.
Is the church a hotel now or a B&B?
No, our church is nothing, but I'm going to stay at
No, I think that they're meaning
the one I'm going to?
yeah.
It's a private Airbnb in Ohio. I'm excited. Super excited. And guess what? The guy who owns it, he's been following us for a year. How cool is that? I love that. Okay, I'm going to put that one away because we're going to use good old round number 6.
They're called Surprise Supplies Cameo, and they're on the website.
Surprise Supplies. The website right under the picture of me stuffing a bag That's them. I'm going to spray this up. I'm going to spray this up. And then we're going to make, you got to spray this and then let it sit for a little bit to activate it. I want to spray out some more of that color. But to make spray paint, I don't want that color. I don't want that color, and I don't necessarily need a whole thing like this of spray paint. So I'm going to take this little bottle now and just put this in my, pour this into my green to activate my green water. So see, this much water we'll leave in here. So this is how you make watercolor spray paint. You take, oops, you can't see my paint here. Get this up here for you.
Sweet tea and Whimsy says, I learned so much from you, Priscilla.
We're taking...
I'm not as scared to try new things anymore.
Yay! And looky, we're just washing this off in here. Take this paint, spray it. I mean, put it in here. Spray. Spray comes later. So this is heavy pigmented yellow that I might take a bit of this golden yellow and put that in. Oh yeah, that's good. I might take some of this over here, this yellow. Really get that on there. And then put this in here and just act like I'm washing my brush right out. Just wash my brush out. Twist it. Twist it on the side. And now I have one little dab of water there. I'm going to dab that up because we want to go dry or wet on dry here with this spray paint. You can go wet on wet. We're going to go wet on dry. And we have just enough. This is yellow spray paint. I want everybody to answer me. Did you know that you can do this? Did anybody know that you can make spray paint out of watercolor?
I already love that.
Did anybody know? No. Yay. Yay. I love teaching you new tricks. Okay, so the only thing is you got to flush between spraying. But this is going to be one of the easiest, most satisfying paintings that you will ever make. And let's think about where the sun is going to come. That's where we want to put this. And we're going to spray. I'm going to do my first spray in here. You did from school. Awesome. I'll do my first. There comes the yellow. So the water's all clear from here. Let's go with the yellow. We're going to put a swatch of sunshine. We're going to put some sun up there, and we're going to put some sun down here. Okay, now the rest of this paint that's in here, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that like that. The rest of this paint that's in here, because this is my green dirty water, I'm going to put the yellow in there. Look how cool that looks. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. So I'm going to take my this little one, and thank you to whoever said about watercolor. No, honey, it'll be fine. Or spray paint. And put this on here. Thanks, Julie. And anybody around Ohio, come see us next Wednesday. When I say us, I mean me and my aunt and my cousin. So I'm going to take this and just spray. I don't have enough water in here. I don't like to waste pigment. Never ever do. Thanks, Julie. Okay, the next color that we're going to use, I have a couple little flecks of yellow, but that's okay.
What part of Ohio?
Lancaster.
Lives in southern.
Lancaster, Ohio. A little bit of water. And we're going to go with orange. Orange, you glad we're doing orange next?
There's a couple of people asking where you're going.
Lancaster, Ohio, to the Ohio Glass Museum. You're going to want to come. If you're anywhere close by, you're going to want to come. It's super cool. This thing here, the spray paint, I'm going to dab a little bit right out of the middle. Just not a whole lot. Just where it's super dotted at. There. That's all. Okay, let's go in here with
South of
orange.
Columbus.
Let's go in here with orange. And I have gorgeous orange colors. I'm going to load this brush up with this orange. I'm going to do
Apparently it's
just what
Amish
before.
country too over in Ohio.
That's cool. That orange, and I'm going to use this other orange.
Have you ever seen Tim Holt's Distress Inks and Oxide?
Yeah. Love it. I love it. So we're making our own watercolor. And you could, if you just had a whole bunch of these little bottles, you could make up your pigment and just have it in there, couldn't you? That would be great. We want this to be real orangey. I'm going to put just a little dab of this. It's like a goldenrod in there. We're going to mix the color right in there. And look, when I take this out, if some flicks get on there, that's okay. Now we had the yellow in here before, not clear. So anything that comes up through now will just be a little yellow. So we're going to go with our orange. Prime it.
Prime it into the bowl. I'm going to get the watery stuff first, remember.
Oh, let's prime it in here. There we go. And I'm not filling this up very full. At all. There we go. Oh, this is better than I could have hoped for. This is so good. I'm going to put some of that orange down here. Okay, now we're going to go red.
It is watercolor paper. What kind is it again?
This is Grumbacher. You can do little flicks too with this.
Is that the stuff I got at Walmart?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take and do a couple little dabs. Dabs will make it look less like a drop. It'll make it look more like a little shape. Little dabs. Now comes the big one. The big one is red. I'm going to put red right into this orange because we can do that. I'm loading my brush up with red, rinsing my brush off.
The colours are coming out good.
Thank you. Red into my orange. And we could really spray this. If you play your colors right, you won't have to empty your bottle a lot. So this is going to be like an orange reddish here. This makes it very, very thin.
Do your cousin and aunt live nearby?
No, they're out in western Pennsylvania. I'm going to go there and spend the night on the last night in September. I think it's Monday. I'm going to put a little dark red there.
You could do the same on stretched canvas, couldn't you? You're being
Well, 100%. 100%. Okay, we got a nice reddy orange here. So this reddy orange, it's not all the way red yet. It is definitely a red orange. But I'm going to take and I'm going to spray this.
It's because of the little tube in the bottom.
And so it doesn't just look like a splattery mess. I'm gonna take, and now just tap with this. We'll get some leaf shapes. Look, if I just take the dot and touch I don't even gotta paint. Look, I'm not even painting. I'm just tapping this.
A little bit says hello. Hi there.
Hey, a little bit. Just tap this.
I think it looks good already.
Tap it any way, this way down here, sideways, because these are on the ground. Up here, these are probably still on the tree, so they can be every which way. But to turn that circle into a leaf, just touch this. This little round brush is perfect for making a leaf.
Cammy says the depth is already visible. It
Yes.
looks so beautiful.
And we don't want to go crazy all over here.
Carol says I'm not artistic, but I'd like to try this.
You,
Hope I can do
Carol,
it.
Carol, I promise you can try this one. You can totally do this one. You're going to be very happy with it. I want to go for a red, so I want to get rid of my orange. And, oh, Kathleen, just because hugs for you too. I'm going to take this orange, since it's so pretty, and just put it in there. And we got rid of the orange. We're going to go with pure red now. We're looking for pure red, and I want to dab off just a little bit right back in here.
Said, Carol, anyone can do it. Just work with your heart.
Yeah.
It'll come out beautiful.
I'm going to dab right in here because I want to put some little trees to the back. Some little trees back in here. And this will feel misty. And dab a little bit down here too. Spray it, dab it, it's all good. So this I'm gonna just pour in a little bit of water. And looky here though, see this on my table? It is just watercolor. But I sprayed it on my notepads over here. Be mindful of where you're spraying this stuff. It will come right up, but I should have been over here on my, I should have been over on here on my board more, and I wasn't, but it's okay. Okay, now we're going to go in here and we're going to come in with pure deep crimson red. There's a little bit of the orange still in here. That's fine. We just wanted to get rid of the heavy pigment stuff. I'm going to wash this out in here and grab our red. Grabbing our red.
Kathleen says tap, tap, tap.
And here comes the red. What's everybody's favorite color of leaves in the fall? What's your favorite color? I love that pale orange, the pale orangey red. That it still has a little bit of yellow in it. The sun shines through it. It's so beautiful.
Ashley says red. Carol says red, orangey. Foster says purple.
Oh, the purple.
Paula said red, definitely red or gold. The multicoloured one says sweet tea. Also golden yellow. Mustard said Gail.
Oh, yes. Those are all
Yellow
good
says
ones.
a little bit.
Okay. So if you want to test how this is coming out, you can flick this.
Do you have a pure red in that palette you're being asked?
There is a pure red in here. I'm using a combo of reds in here though. So I want to give it some automatic shadow. Okay, I think this is great. And you can use this, you can test spray this too. Just to see if the color is as you want it. Leaving for Vermont in the morning for a week of the leaves. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Now in here to our orange, you can see how these two compare.
Paula's working with the same colours on the picture.
And it's onto the brown, so we really can't see there. We'll be able to see here.
You need us asking how's the family in Florida doing.
They're doing great. I'm gonna get some of that down here. Spray till it feels right. Just spray till it feels right. Okay, this red, I'm gonna dump this out. Oh, that's gorgeous tree color.
Does Bono dress up for Halloween?
Sometimes he does, that little bear. I want to spray a little bit of brown on here. I don't want to go crazy with it.
She has a wee bit difficulty doing the zipper though.
I don't want to go crazy with the brown, but I have this base here. I have this cocoa brown here.
Yeah, they've got storm shutters and things for for the hurricane coming. They'll probably close all those.
If it's coming their way, yeah, they will. But where they're at, it's been a good day where they're at. Hasn't been bad at all. I want this to be a real nice dark brown. Dark, 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 dark. Putting a little bit of that charcoal-y color into it too. I don't need too much of this. If you don't need too much of it, which we don't on this, look, I could even splatter this. I can even just splatter some of this rather than spray. I'm just gonna splatter some of this. Okay, that's all I'm doing for that one. Honey, would you rinse this out for me now, please? I'm gonna give you the lid that you can spray through. Make that all nice and clean and then fill that up, please. I have the best assistant in the whole wide world, Morton. He's amazing. I'm gonna touch here. I'm just gonna do some little dab arounds with that brown. We're gonna find some land here. I might even put some green down here because you know what happens. You know what happens. There is still green in the fall. Put some little brown back in here. I'm just tapping this. I'm not painting, just tapping. I'm tapping. You should be tapping. Everybody taps. Go crazy. Don't think about it. Just do it. Okay, now back here, I want to put a little faraway tree line. But I need this to dry back in here. And if it gets a little runny, if it gets a little misty, that's okay. Let's make our little horizon. Thank you for giving me the boat lint. I'm gonna take my brown water, load up my brown paint. Let's find a little horizon back in here. And look, we're gonna go right across these trees. Right across these trees, it doesn't matter. And we're gonna put up a little bit up and down. Little feels back in there. Far away little feels. We don't even know what's happening. Doesn't matter. And then we're gonna dab. Dab the feels. Thanks, honey. So we have our little horizon line. Obscured, kind of. Oh, I bet Bob Ross did wish he had a Morton. Oh my gosh. He had a squirrel, yeah. Oh my gosh, Kathleen Rose sent the hedgehog. Henry. Henry and all the leaves. Where I feel like it's heavy in here, I'm going to just dab. And you totally do what you feel. If you feel it's too thick in a spot, just dab it. You're going to get nice, soft, little muted colors. Okay, let's make a little path. We all want a little path to walk down. And it's going to be coming from back here. It's going to be coming this way. This little path is going to be coming this way towards us. And maybe it's going to go back here. Back behind these trees. And then here, back in here, I'm going to pull up some little trees. I'm going to pull up some little trees back in here. They might be little empty trees. Just pulling up some little trees. What is it, Erica? Let's see. Erica just made us,
It's hot.
let me see a piece of that.
It does have fake sugar, but it's only a half cup through the whole thing.
Let me see that, Martin. We got to show our friends. Erica just made, it's homemade banana bread made with fat-free Greek yogurt. I'm going to have a taste.
It's still warm.
It is still warm. It smells delightful. Oh my gosh, I love you, Erica.
Dude, like I said, it has. I use this Splenda. He won't try it. He said, "You're mean. You need more."
Oh my goodness, that's crazy good. Isn't it delicious, Martin? Erica's amazing. No, I'm good right now. I'll get more later. Don't eat it all.
This is yogurt.
It's delish. Okay.
I didn't want to use oil or anything.
Back in here. Erica's lovely and amazing. And I don't just love her because she's a great cook. She's a great person. Honey, Erica, Kathleen Rose said I can smell it from here. And Sweet Tea says banana bread is my fave. This was so good. She'll have to share the recipe. Share the recipe in the Facebook group. She's going to share that recipe in the Facebook group. I will vouch that it is gorgeous. Okay. Thanks, Erica. I'm just turning my brush sideways here. And I'm just tapping in this little road. I'm just tapping in the little road. The little road gets bigger as it gets closer to us. And I want to tap out this sort of thing here. Look, we're not painting, we're just tapping. These are these little things that end up by the road. You know, and leave space. This paint down here is drying, so we're going to make that brush wet again. Erica is so lovely. Oh my gosh. I love her. Gonna make this little, it's a little dirt road. Tapping this in here. The leaves and all. And here I'm gonna go in and pull up some bigger branches and things. Who knows what they are? Bigger trees. Because we're going to have our gorgeous birch trees. They're gonna steal the show. So browns, we got our browns. I'm gonna grab a little mustard on here. And we're gonna cobblestone this up. Cobblestone this up. Again, we're making the path wider as it comes back to us. We'll make it go on that side of these birch trees. Loving it. We gotta put some green in here. We gotta put some nice, dark, mossy green in here. It's a mossy green, but I'm going to have a little bit of brown with it. I'm going to come down in here. We're not painting all over, we're dabbing. Look, dab, 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 dab. Dab, 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 dab. Dab that mossy green. Put it in between. Dab, 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 dab. I never said I could sing. I said I like to have fun. I'm going to put some of that moss up here because that moss looks flippin' awesome. This stuff's going to be really thick. I'm going to come back here with that. Put some back in here. That darker color. Put that back in there. And our tape is going to do such cool things for us. Now we're going to dab. And this kind of road doesn't really need like a sharp defined edge. This is just a trail, you know, so there might be some little scraggly trees up on it. There might be some bigger ones. This could be a bigger tree coming up in here. It can be however you want it to be. You want to have a tree coming out right there on the road, do it. So you got plenty of leaves up here to play with. Leave some of the light color behind. Then you can follow that up in here. Just some little branches. I'm gonna dab that one. I'm gonna dab this trunk. Watch what happens when I dab the trunk. The trunk, oh my gosh. Yes, always dab the trunk. And then come and put a little edge back to it. Look at that. Look at that shading we just got, like magic. It's like magic. Put another little line coming here. It goes so 3D if you do that.
Happy to be just me, says you're a wonderful artist, and Kathleen knows
Thank
this is
you.
mesmerising. And sweet tea had
Thank you.
done clappy hands.
Thank you. I'm going to dab that again, ever so gently. Just boop, boop. Little taps. You see how the tapping is so effective? Or you're dabbing. If I wanted to pull this into a tree, I could too. I might dab that a little bit. However you want to do it. No right way, no wrong way. That's kind of down in the road. I don't want that. But over here, I want some of those little, some of these little things here so we know this is the path. Little sticks. We could put red berries on here or orange. Every which way. Bring these up every which way you want to. I'm going to show you a good way to ground these then. Thank you. Dora says I can watch you create beautiful artwork all day. Today I've been doing it all day. So they're bigger on this end. They're bigger here, right? Our sticks are bigger over here and they get smaller up here. So I like to make my smaller size and then kind of just play it out and come down to it. And these are going to be branches going every which way. And then here I'm going to take this and come back up in here and put some cool little shadowy feels up in here. I'm going to ground these trees back up in here. Rocks, we don't know what the heck's up in there. Could be a mountain of rocks. Who knows? Could be some more tree trunks up in there.
Paul was saying the hurricane's upgraded to a 4. Pray for those in the
Oh,
panhandle.
gosh. Oh, I always just hope with hurricanes that they just blow out at sea. That's always my wish, that they blow out at the sea. When this stuff is off here, I'm going to rinse in my brush. I'm going to scrub it out a little bit so it's almost dry. And then right down here, I'm going to dab at the base. I want to dab down in here to put in some shadow and put in that's the feel of where these come to. And then if I want to put little bright berries on there, I can. I don't know that I do. I'm going to put some of that brown there. I don't know that I do. Do I want to put little bright berries on here, honey?
What?
Little bright berries on here.
What bush
You
did
might
that
want
one
to.
that had berries on it?
You might want to go with like a little. Yeah, go with like something like this. Doop 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 doop. Little red berries. Doop 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 doop. Little red berries.
Yeah, she's got both, Carol, Facebook and YouTube. You can join the Facebook group.
I'm gonna put some little red berries over here. Just for the fun of it. We don't even know what these are. Guess what? You don't even have to know what they are. Do you, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Carol, get together with us. The Facebook group is amazing. Everybody shares incredible stuff on there. Okay, now I really wanted to get some more yellow back in there. And this is kind of dangerous at this point in time because usually you start with your yellow, you keep it yellow, but I went crazy showing you spray paint. I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna just drop some yellow in now. This looks big, crazy, and bright.
Was that a gel pen?
No, that was just a marker, a marabou marker.
And Dora says
But
they
it
just
did
got
cool
out of
stuff.
work. This is so relaxing and therapeutic to watch.
Good. I'm gonna dab that right across, and I know it looks more green than yellow because I had that on my brush. I'm gonna dab that ever so gently. I'm actually glad it was more green than yellow because some little green can really add something to it. Put that on and dab. Put some of that down here. Okay, the wow part is
Tony
gonna
says,
happen. Hey, the wow part is gonna happen when I pull this tape up and we make the birch trees. I'm gonna show you a fun way to make birch trees. But I really want to get some more yellow in here. I want to get it proper yellow. Proper yellow. This is my clean water. I'm gonna actually clean this brush out. And then go in my yellow. Gonna come in here and putting the yellow on top. Gonna put some yellow down through
Jocelyn
here.
sent heart niece.
Thank you. I'm gonna put some yellow down here on the path. I want this to feel like a little sunlight back in here.
Hi there, Jocelyn.
Yellow does that for us. Not tons of it, just
Kathleen's
enough.
saying you should carve M&P with a heart on a front.
My number one guy. My Morton.
Many have you got, like?
Oh, how many guys do I have? I got
Well,
a
if
whole
I'm number one.
bunch. You're my number one guy, but I also have Jimmy, Alexander, Graham, Adam. I got a bunch of guys. You're my number one guy. You're my number one hubby. I'm going to put some yellow down in here. And I'm not going to be fussy about where this yellow is happening at. Just going to put that yellow down, and then I'm going to dab that yellow. I want to let it spackly.
11,500
Spackly,
likes.
spackly, spackly. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to take the tape off, babe.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're ready. Are you ready for the big reveal? Are you ready? Are you ready? This is the magic part here now. Grab the tape. Well, this is the almost magic
Be
part.
slow with that tape, remember, because it
I
peeled
know.
the surface last week.
This tape has been used. I will use it again. We still don't have birch tree yet. We will. We will have birch trees. And the tape still has a lot of play to it. I can use it again. And see, it is lifting the paper a little bit. I'm pulling it on an angle and it just left it loose. And if it pulls the paper a little bit, I actually like that because it makes the paper look kind of rough, like bark. It is cool a little bit. This is a cool trick. This is an old trick doing this, but this is super effective. And people paint like the edges of black with all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna show you my favorite way to do it. But there are so many ways, like the edge of a used gift card. There's so many different ways that you can do that. You can see there the watercolor paper is 300 grams. So if a little bit comes up, I'm totally good with that. But see, these trees are in the foreground now. No arguing about that. And that's the back. All right. How I like to do this. Everybody likes to do it different. Everybody does. I'm going to go into the brown. Supposed to be finishing packing. You're addicted to creativity. Our Watercolor Wednesday hour is almost up. So you're good. You're good. The thing is now, we want to keep these white. We want to keep these really white. But I'm going to come into a little brown. And then a little black on my brush. And with this, you need to work quick. You can work in stumps. You can make patterns. Pick a spot, any spot, and I'll just do some dabbing like this. And then I like to take a dry brush, which I don't have yet. Here's one. Take a dry brush and sweep it. Just a little sweep. You can sweep it around, sideways, but light. Just light. The lighter, the better. Little dabbles.
Denise says, hey, Priscilla.
Dry brush and sweep it like a little semicircle. See? Little semicircle. Think little swipe swoops. I typically do it on the edge, so it doesn't have the white edge to it. And just almost see how I'm just sort of tapping this down. Tapping it down. And then when your brush gets to the point, you can actually just kind of swoop around. You'll feel it on your brush when your brush is light and empty enough to do that. You can feel that.
Yeah, you can actually see the grain and the teeth of
Yeah,
the paper
yeah.
coming up.
Okay, make this wet again. This is something I have learned over the years myself, just from experimenting. But you see it where people run it down the edge and then they swoop a credit card straight across. But a tree grows like a curve. A tree grows like a curve. So here I'll do it on this one again. Little dabs right down the edge, not a solid line. Right? I'll do a couple from that side. Down in here, it can be a little darker. And then if you let it dry for a minute, just a minute, not a long time, a dry brush, and we're going with like a little smile shape almost. See how it makes it curve?
Did you take art classes to learn
Honey,
that years
I
ago?
just read that and
I thought
said
that was a
that.
different question.
Sometimes Morton listens, sometimes Morton doesn't. And you can play around with that. Play around with that. This white part right here, I'm going to come and darken this edge right down here to define this edge of the tree. And then we're going to sweep that in too. So take your time with this. If you think of just making a little smile, and it doesn't have to be consistent. See, watch how this pops if I take the dark right here on this side of the gray. I'm going to take that all the way down to the ground. And look at this. Smile. Smile, 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 smile. You get a nice rounded shape. It's with watercolor. Right here, look, we can make a little, this is a little part that's broken off. We're going to put that little tree branch broke off. Put a little bit of that there. Birches are famous for that. So we have that little muted part. If you want to come up here and darken some things too then, because birch trees they're not just white with a little bit of, black on it. Play around, feel it out. I have my brush loaded really nice, touching by the edge down here in the crevice. In this crevice, we might want to go over it more than once. And then just swoop, swoop, swoop. And right down here, I'm going to bring this one. We're going to make this a little skinny tree here in front of this one. That's a little part that broke off. And we're just going to sweep that in here. And you see how that just pops that up there, hopefully. Can you see? We're going to put this little part here. Not just a straight line painted down. Anybody finding this helpful? Are you going to try this next time you do a birch tree? Dab. And this is just, a squirrel mix brush, a number 10. It's like a mop. And here then, look, my brush is almost dry now. So I can take and I can make some little, just so lightly. So lightly.
Yes, absolutely, to your question.
So lightly. There is no rhyme or reason to these, are there, Morton? I love studying birch trees. I love them. They 100% are my favorite tree. I know I say that about everything. They're my favorite tree. And I'm sorry, this is going to be a little longer than 1 hour, but I think it's worth it. Just right along this side, touch, or right in from the side even a little bit. We'll do this part together here. Light little smile.
Carol says I love that.
Yay. Little smile in. And just tap it so light. Doesn't have to be straight line. We don't need a straight line. If you want to do the gift card thing too, totally do that.
Little bit says it's a treat when it goes longer. Pugs, not rugs, says fabulous.
Sweepy, sweepy, sweep. Nice and easy. And you get some really nice bark this way. It's fun. I love playing and painting with birch trees, don't I, honey?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite things. Here I'm going to go a little bit darker. I'm going to put some in the middle. And you really will get the feel of this the more you do it. There is no right way, no wrong way. I'm going to make that come down here. That little branch is coming out this way. And we're going to make our smiles.
Paula says, I hope Erica is happy now. I'm craving banana nut bread.
Oh, I wish you were here. We'd share. Oops. I gotta verify this puzzle piece. There we go. It's annoying, that thing. I'm gonna take more black now than brown on my brush. And up here, I'm gonna just come right along the edge, but not straight. See this? Not straight. Give it our little character bumps. Outline this with this black right to the edge of there, because we want the tree to really pop up. This tree is popping. Where'd that brush go? It rolled under my other thing. I'm gonna put some more black down the other side too. I mean down this side, down in here. There, we can pull some little branches off of here. These things, the little branches. That dark black is gonna really bring the tree out. We want the tree out, tree out, tree out. And then just gentle swoops. We don't want to swoop these ones too much. Just swoop them enough. Play around with these and you'll know what that word enough means. I can't really teach you what enough is. You have to learn that yourself. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and outline up here. And I'm going to just do this loosely. I love that. I love it. I love it. This one here, I'm sorry I'm taking so long, guys. I'm going to do this one faster now. I'm going to do this one a lot faster. So you'll be like, look, you told us to take your time. I'm taking my time, but we're going to do this one faster. I want to always be mindful of your time. I appreciate you being here. I'll show you the what happens when you go from fast to slow to fast to, you'll see. Put some little smack rolls in here. And let's brush it up. Still looks great.
Sorry looking, says Lolbit. Great job. Joanna says I'm enjoying it.
Thank you. I'm gonna come with some more black
Kathleen had said, oh,
right here. Put right in here. And put some little, just your little feels. You know our little feels that we get. But don't come straight across on a birch tree ever. You want it to be round, right? You want your branches round. Branches are round on a birch tree, on any tree. Let's do this little guy. Oh my goodness, look at it. Good evening. Thanks a little bit. Let's come down here. Down here. I'm going to make a little circle here on top of this one. Put a couple little dashes in there. And then so quick, do my little rounds.
Joanna paints rocks and hides them to make people smile, but never tried this. May try it on their next rock.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, do birch trees on a rock. Birch trees are so fun to paint. I love birch trees. Gonna bring a tree right down here. It's a little, see how straight that edge was? We don't like the straight edges. We don't like that. Smile, little birch tree. And then last but not least, I'm going to come in. I'm going to make the edge around this guy more defined.
Looks so real, says Karina. Wow, says
Thank
Paul.
you. And the dark gets you a really nice sharp edge. And then you can I've already done birch trees where I have painted every little line on like this. You can do that. You need little bumps and lumps coming out of your birch tree. And then sidey ways. Make that a little bit darker. You'll get the feel. You will get the feel.
I'm inspired to try and paint. Thank you. I'm so
Yay.
excited now, says. I'm inspired to try and paint. Thank you. I'm so
Yay.
excited now, says. I'm inspired to try and paint. Thank you. I'm so
Yay.
excited now, says. I'm inspired to try and paint. Thank you. I'm so
Yay.
excited now, says. Too cute,
Try
says
it.
Paula.
You're gonna
Love
like
says
it.
Miss Rebel.
You're gonna like it. Martin stomped an M&P in the parking lot one year. Remember that, honey?
Mm-hmm.
And back in here, I'm just gonna go along on this tree that I worked fast on. As this dries, I'm gonna come in and just touch some bits by the edge. And that tree's back in between these two. So that part will be darker back in here. Want that part darker. I can, down here where these little brown leaves are dry, I can come in here with some black and big that up a little bit. Put some of them over here. I think it's about done, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Black is a good color to just pop things. Because it is in a forest. We can put some bigger stumps back in here if we wanted to. You can just go on forever with a painting like this. But comes a time when you have to sign it.
Put a red cardinal hiding in one of the branches.
Oh, that would be pretty. A red cardinal. I'm going to put 24. I've decided to start dating my paintings. Just because. Martin, why'd you carve our initials in that tree? Vandal. You could put a little, you could put a little blackbird right here. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Let's put a little blackbird here. Could put one up there. You could put a million birds there. I am glad you love it. Maybe I should put another bird up there. One bird, two birds. What do you guys think? And we could even, well, the trees are all solid, so there couldn't be a bird flying away. We could definitely go with another bird. Receive your watercolor. Yay, going up in the kitchen. 1, Joanna says. 2, Carol says. What do you think? How many blackbirds do you see? 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. How did that song start?
Not as how it started.
No, that wasn't how it started.
Sing a song of
2.
sixpence.
Sing a song of
pocket full
sixpence,
rye.
pocket full of rye. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? Thanks, Paula. Okay, 2. Let's put one up
it
here.
that thing.
Let's put one up here.
A good evening.
This bird's going to be looking down. Yeah, it needed to be 2. I love this, Martin. I'm super happy with it. I think the birds just made the picture. I'm going to turn this light off. Oops. How do I turn this light off? There we go. Honey, turn that light off there. It's
You
dark.
won't see it.
We might see it. Ooh, that just got super cool. That's a natural light. Okay, so now your assignment, should you choose to accept it, is to create and have fun and make yourself a little world. Look how we can walk right into this. You can almost hear them. Did everybody like the spray paint? Did you like the, what was the favorite part? If you watched, what was the favorite part? Let's inspire each other. What did you like? Should I have stopped somewhere? I think I stopped at just the right time on this one. All of it, Ms. Reba says, Carol says all of it. Is anybody going to try spray painting watercolor? The heart on the tree. And look how, when you get down in, like, look at the birch tree. I love how that bark looks. I think the bark, by not going straight across with it, sweeping it like a little smile, just curves it around. I'm ready to walk down in that path, but I have my pajamas on. The black on the trees, yes, yes. The bird and the heart, the icing on the cake. I think those little birdies set it off, and I do love the heart too. I love that heart. Honey, what's your favorite part?
The bird's sitting on.
The birds, which one are you?
Don't know.
I think Morton is this one, the naughty one who pecked that in there. And I'm up there saying, Morton, what have you done to the birch tree? I might have to put this on a tea towel. I kind of want this in my kitchen, Morton.
Mm.
I'm happy about that.
Or a mug.
Or a mug, yeah. This would make a cute mug. I like a painting that you can walk into, and I feel like you can walk into there and go down that path. All right, we're gonna jump off at 6:18, and we were on longer than I
All was saying on a
wanted to
towel.
keep you tonight. On a towel, yeah. That's dark. That's better. It's still daylight outside, but in here it's glooming. Kathleen, thank you. You are enough too. Everybody, have the best evening. Tomorrow we're going to the wreath barn. I have more things to take to the wreath barn. Oh, my goodness. We have more packages. Thank you, everybody who's getting the surprise supplies. More packages going out tomorrow. And yeah, we will, honey, let's say good night.
Night, night.
And sweet dreams, everybody. Morton, from there, you look like you got that lamp on your head. Look.
Mm.
Wait, let me line it up. Tower of Pisa style. Everybody, have a great evening. We'll get up to hijinks tomorrow. I have so many more things to do then.
Cheerio.
Nighty night. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.